Hey, dude. Just wanted to show you a couple things. This clip is really useful for me. It's my buddy Keenan in Tofino, who does Tofino surf photography. He rips and he often surfs with a lot of good surfers. And he's got this cool clip of Pete that really shows the pop up really well. But first, talking about generating speed in flat sections and hop. A lot of guys hop on the board. Check out how Pete does it. These little C cuts he's doing. You'll never see Pete hopping, or very rarely, unless he's like caught up in the whitewash. Little C cuts is the move, but here's the pop-up I wanted to show you. Okay, so this is really interesting because it's a really unique angle. Like, you don't usually get to see this. So he's paddling into the wave, right? His back is arched. Throws his hands back. So first thing you'll notice is look how far back his hands land. They're like almost back by his hips. All the pros do that. Their hands are placed way back. They're also staggered. You can see his right elbow is like behind his left one. And like I said to you the other day, the backside actually, you stagger more, which is counterintuitive. But if you go the other way, you can't get your hips through, So you stagger. And then you arch and you kind of push up into like a Superman position. So it's kind of an upward dog, but it's not a full upward dog. It's almost more like a Superman. And then you'll see he does do a little bit of a pop, but what he's doing is he's actually pulling his knees through, and then that automatically lifts his butt up. So he's not popping his ass up in the air like I was doing, but he's pulling his knees through together. And then he slides them through. He keeps his back leg down. That's something I had trouble with, keeping my back leg down. Sorry, he's had a call. So he kind of does this scoot up. Hold on a second. Gotta click on this. Yeah, it kind of does this scoot up thing. And his head's up the whole time. This is actually a funny one for him because his head's down a little bit because he had to scrabble paddle. And then what that does, it puts your body into this like sideways crouch position, which is really good. And you can see how the key here is how close his knees are together. Often guys, when they pop up, their knees are apart, and that creates all sorts of issues. Now, the next thing you'll see is what does he do first to generate speed? He doesn't do a deep bottom turn right at the beginning. Again, that's only for pumping hollow waves where you need to manage and control speed. What's he going to do? The pop-ups automatically brought him down to like halfway through the wave, and this is a pretty mushy wave. This is Cox at the corner, but it's on a pretty soft day. So he's made it halfway down the wave. Usually he won't go that far. And what he's going to do is he's immediately going to throw his hands forward and then suck his knees up to bring him to the top of the face, because that's where all the power is. So that's how you generate the speed. So you'll see he'll immediately come back up here, and boom, there he is. And now he's ready to do whatever he wants. Now he's got all this energy to hit this section, come down, do a big bottom turn, hit this section, or stay high and then hit something else down low. Or if it's really mushy like that, cut back to get back to the power. You can see those little C cuts he's doing too. So we'll watch that in real time. Shannon showed me this video, so that's why I'm sharing it with you. Hold on, fuck, I gotta get back to it. Okay, so I think it's this one here. So watch it real time here. Maybe I'll slow it down to like... I don't know, 50% speed, just so you can see it a little bit slower. Oh. Cool, okay. Yeah, let's watch it now. So it's like more of like a scoot up and then straight to the top. Straight pump to the top. Pop and pump, we call it. That's what Shannon calls it. Pop and pump. That's the whole thing. And he always does it this way. And there's another wave. This is his first wave, but same kind of Superman. Look how far his hands are back. And then same kind of thing. He usually doesn't look down. That's not what you're supposed to do. You're supposed to be looking down the line where you want to go. But I guess he's a pro, so he can do whatever the fuck he wants. But you can see he'll do it again. He'll stay high, right? And then that's where he generates all his speed from. He does C cuts up high. That's the move. And this is a great video because these are the kind of mushy waves we typically have here. Okay, last one here. And he's actually out in the shoulder, which is like his positioning isn't that great, but you can see straight pump immediately. So typically where people go wrong is their hands aren't far back enough, number one. Number two, they're throwing their ass up in the air to create the space between their legs when really you want to be pulling your knees through together. Almost like on the exercise balls. You know how you can do those like ab workouts where you're pulling your knees up? It's kind of like that. And then, the other issue is just like people look down the wave instead of up the line. Shannon calls it up the line. So he says you want to be... he says you want to be looking where Pete should be looking here as you're making the takeoff is up the line, here, to the lip. Up, not down the line, because then that's the trough and you're going to go there. You want to be looking up. And he is right now, actually. That's where he's looking. But then there you go. Perfect. Up the line, right? And then it's straight to the top. So he recognizes he's at the half of the wave. He recognizes it's going to get mushy. He needs speed to be able to maintain his movement through that section. So straight to the top. And then he has all that momentum to do whatever he wants, like a cool top turn. Sick. Hopefully it's helpful.